Welcome back to the final segment of the Dynamic Wall 2.0 video tutorial. In the last segment we discussed managing projects and walls, including uploading files, editing the project information, deleting the project, and creating new walls. In today's segment we're going to discuss how the students can actually access the walls once you've created them, and some of the applications you can use on the wall. So first I'm going to start by creating a new wall, just as a reminder to everybody. We click on the create wall button, and then we'll give a project or this wall a name. We'll call it bacteria. We're going to give a control password, and this time I'm going to use teacher as a control password, and I'm going to use student as the student password. Now these are important to pay attention to here. The teacher password, again, is the password that you use to click on the scaled or full screen version of the wall and be able to control the mouse and keyboard input. The student password is a password used for the students to gain access to the wall, and that's an important one. So I set that equal to student right now, and we will need that in a minute. And I'm going to make it 3x3 wall, so 9 laptops. I'm going to keep the default resolution, and I am going to remove the border width. And that's all there is to creating the wall. Now, once the wall has been created, students can access it by, first, if you click on the bacteria, and you see there's a wall session code right here. Now students need to write down, or you can write down the session code on the board, and this session code will be used by every student on their laptop. So what students will need to do, and I'm going to log out for now and act like I'm a student, is they need to go to the web browser and type in dynamicwall.edu, just as we have here. And then what they need to do is, if you look on this web page, you'll see that there is a code section for students down at the bottom. If they type in that code that we just saved for the wall session, that's 9Z3YJ99H, and hit go, it'll then ask them to put in the student password. That's the password we created earlier, which we set equal to student. And then click in login. Now students have access to this page that you saw earlier when you were logged into your account. They also have access to the scaled and full screen version, but only if they have the password to view the scaled version. So as you can see here, they need to know that the password is teacher. So if you want to control the wall without any student input, then you should keep that password private and not let them know. If you want a particular student in the class to control it, you could set the password to whatever and give it to them. So what I'm going to do is, on a different computer, I'm going to control the wall, and on this one I'm going to show you what it's like to be a student. So once the students have all placed their laptops on the shelf, they can click on their particular laptop icon that corresponds to their computer. Once they click on that, it'll automatically log them in and load up a wall. So you can see I clicked on the left hand one here, and I see that the upper left hand corner of the desktop. So what I'm going to do now is show you by opening Google Earth and show you what the students would see. Now I'm doing this on another computer where I'm acting as the teacher controlling it. So I'm going to close that, and we will fly to Orono. And there we have it. So now what I'm going to do, you can see Google in here, is I am actually going to close this window and show you what it would look like if I was a different student. Say I was a student that had the laptop in the center. And there you go. This is what the student would see. So each student can click on their corresponding laptops and see their tile on their desktop. And they set them on the shelf, and then you can control the wall like I am here on another computer, and they would just see what you're doing with no input control. So that's all the students. The student part is fairly straightforward. So I'm going to disconnect from that, and I'm going to show you some applications you can use as a teacher. So now as a teacher, I can click on the scaled screen version. Then I'm going to type in the password I created earlier, which was teacher for the control. and click OK. And now we see the Google Earth, the entire thing here. This is the scale version of the entire wall. So, as I don't know, you didn't see earlier, but I clicked on, I'm going to close Google Earth now and I'll reopen it. I clicked on this icon down at the bottom. That's the Google Earth icon. It opens up the Google Earth splash screen. And then it opens up Google Earth. And you can use Google Earth as you would on your desktop or any other computer. So I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. You can look more into Google Earth if you'd like to use it. There's a couple other applications. All the way to the left on the toolbar, there's Tux Paint. This application allows you to draw. Oh, and it loaded one thing that I did earlier, I guess. It allows you to draw and do different things. I'm going to quit that for now. There's also a web browser adjacent to that. You can surf the web. You can blow up images of bacteria. Oops, I think I can't see what I'm writing. And you can view large images of bacteria on the wall right through the web browser if you wanted to. There's for that image. You can continue on. We also have a link, quick link on the other side of Google Earth to Google Maps. That's also through the web browser. So you can run Google Maps, go to places throughout the world. You can fly to France, change it to satellite view. Maybe you want to go to Paris. You can do all kinds of things. You can play Flash games. Pretty much name it. Anything that you can do on the web, you can do here. There may be a few limitations. If you come by those and things aren't working right, feel free to contact us. We'd love to look into that. So I'll close that. There's a NetLogo application. So you can click on the NetLogo icon next to the Google Maps, and you can use NetLogo like you would on your desktop. And I can load libraries, run some simulations, set them up. I can blow it up full screen. You can do all kinds of things. I'm not going to go into too much detail on these either. Then we have the slideshow. I showed that one earlier. I can click on it one more time to show you. So the input for that is you can use the left and right arrow keys and control the slideshow, or it will go automatically. You can hit escape when you're done. That'll close that. We also have MATLAB available to everyone. If you click on the MATLAB icon, you can write scripts, you can run your own scripts. If you're not familiar with MATLAB, don't worry about it. You don't have to use it. And we also have fractals. And so here's a fractal example. And you can play around with fractals as well. When you're done with fractals, just hit the escape key to end it. And then when you're done with your entire session, you can press the power button again, and that'll close and kill your session. And there we go. That wraps up the Dynamic Wall 2.0 video tutorial. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact us, and have fun making walls.